So I've brought the sphere to a new location, Roach Abbey. I'm going to fly this, I'm going to fake some FPV shots. So the footage you're going to see right now, it's not FPV. I've done it with a Mavic 2 and the Insta360 sphere. So today we're at Micklefield MX motocross track to test out the Insta360 sphere on this Mavic Air 2S. So here Insta360 have sent me the sphere. Now this fits onto a Mavic Air 2 or Air 2S and it makes it into a flying 360 camera. It will totally crop out the drone. It's an awesome thing. So, a few little details that you'll need to know. Press this button, it'll give you your battery status. As you can see, we've got full battery there. Pop this open, there's your battery. You can buy separate ones online. To fit the battery, put it saying Insta360 facing in. Slide your battery in, pop your cover down. But before you fly, make sure your lenses are both clean. No fingerprints, no marks, or they're going to show in your footage. Next, you'll need to fit a memory card. Here I've got a 64 gig. It just slides in underneath the camera. Pop that in and you're good to go. So to fit to your Air 2 or Air 2S, turn your drone upside down. These holes at the bottom will line up with your sensor and your LED, so they won't block your sensors. Everything will still work how it should. Then you just want to fit this clamp to the top and that's it, you're good to go. Remember, when you're taking off and landing, these sensors, because they've got to be lower than the legs and higher than the props to fully crop out the drone, just remember to get something that's clean. If you're taking off, if you're not hand launching, you can land it on one of these. Don't land it on gravel or dirt or grass, you're going to damage your lens. So just remember, put it on a mat or hand launch and hand catch. So here we've got some raw footage from the Insta360 sphere. All I'm doing in this is flying up, forward and down. So this is unedited and we're going to edit this now with a few keyframes so that it can mimic
FPV dives. So at the beginning, I'm going to start by looking up towards this little window. So just add a keyframe. You can go default and then just point it to where you want it to start. Then let it play. I'm going to look down because typically an FPV drone would have to look forward and down to go forward. So I'm going to add another little keyframe here. So that's, I've pointed down, keyframe, let it play, and then by about this point we want this dive to have pretty much happened. So you want to look straight down, you want to add a keyframe, and we're also going to add a roll. So we're going to do a full roll all the way around, like that. And then carry on down, and then at the very bottom we want it to look forward. So add another keyframe there. Let's see what that looks like. It's obviously going to need a speed ramp. Well, it's getting this bit. There, that's not that bad. So yeah, kind of got to dive. It's a bit fast, but that's the gist of it. All you've got to do then is play around with your keyframes to get more of a natural dive. There you go. That's a bit better. And then maybe that roll needs to be a bit quicker. So we move that keyframe back. That'll speed up the roll, look. And then it's just that one that's got to make it look a bit more natural. There we go. So yeah, that's as full. That's really just a quick, very quick bit of keyframing, but you can polish it by adding more keyframes and recomposing. You can actually, with this one, I think it comes out of it a bit fast. What we can do is click in between, and you can slip in, fade out, so it'll make the flick in a bit faster. Probably a bit too fast, but that's how you toy with it. So you're free to play around with these. Have it fade in, fade out. So that makes it a little bit more subtle, but quite a fast roll. But yeah, you can just experiment with all them. So now I'm going to show you how to use deep track. So we've got this random bit of footage with the bike coming around the corner. So we're going to try and get the Insta360 software to deep track it. So we're going to rewind the clip. You can't put a keyframe on when you're deep tracking, so the easiest thing for something like this when you're going over it is it's going to try and lock onto him. So give it a bit of help by looking down and then click on deep track, circle around your subject so you want this bike, click center the target. It just helps it when it's going directly underneath, and press start. So as you can see, it's locked onto him and it's following him. So it's going to create this nice smooth effect of following him, and it's going to be central. So we'll just watch him when he goes around this corner, see if it can keep on him. He does a jump, and I think that's all we'd use there. So we'll stop the tracking, rewind, and we'll watch it back. So as you can see, he just whips around, locks onto him, and just follows him. And I'm flying in sport mode here, flat out at full speed, so this has done the hard work and made that footage nice and smooth. So then, once we've seen this, and we've used that, we're free then to just zip around the track, and we can lock onto other people. So we've got a guy here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click deep track. We'll draw a circle around him, and we'll just click start tracking. See, right, there's a good example for us. So that is when we need to click on. So we'll delete that. Right, we'll find him, he's there again. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to show you what went wrong. So draw a circle around the bike, click center the target, and then click start. And there you go. So when they're going to go out of shot, it helps to press center the target. It lost him there in the smoke. So let's just watch that back. There we go. Look at that. So it's tracked him until he went into the smoke, and then it lost him. But then he's going to come back down in a minute. So we could try and lock onto him now. I mean, look how far away he is. So we'll look down just to give the camera a bit of help. And we'll lock onto that little subject there, look. We'll click center, we'll press start. Now this is going to be a big ask of the camera. Oh, and it's pulled it off. Look at that. So if we press stop, and we watched that one back. So he's come over that jump, and then look at that, it's managed to track him as he goes past the other way at full speed, the drone. So yeah, that's deep track. So if you've got a Mavic Air 2 or Air 2S and you're thinking about getting a sphere, if you click in the link below in my description, you will get a discount and you'll also get an accessory as well. Also subscribe to the channel. Cheers for watching, guys.